Alright, so I just took off the last siding and the header. I just decided that I needed to do that. So I'm going to have to add some house wrap. I got everything ready on that side to put the soffit up. Still battling freaking wasps up there. Just accidentally sprayed my wife with freaking wasp killer. Because I sprayed them and it came down in her chair on her. But what I did was, with this soffit, since it's skinnier up there, I cut this piece off and then I screwed it to the end of the eave. This screw here is temporary, but then that I used for a starter piece, and then put some F channel up there, so that's all held into place. And then I'm going to take and put a PVC fascia board on the outside here, and that will hold that into place really nice. But everything always snowballs into more work than you initially thought. I was hoping to get this job done this weekend, but I don't think it's going to happen, because I'm really not halfway done. So anyway, I'll have vinyl soffit on that side, and then I'm just going to get vinyl freaking siding to put up in this gable end instead of putting the hardy board back up there. That way I don't have to worry about painting it. It's just done. Everything is done. It'll all be white vinyl, and nothing to do above the porch roof. So that's what I got going on. Really haven't been running the camera that much. I've just been busy. It's hot, and I mean, you know how it is. I really don't feel like doing it, but it's got to get done, and everything snowballs. So it is what it is. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. See you on the next one. Now the other soffit is in place. So next up, I got to come up with a little piece of trim for the top of the gable end, and then I got to go buy some fascia boards and some siding. I'm gonna put some fascia boards on there, and then I got to put some house wrap on this last section here that I wound up uncovering. Put some house wrap on there, and then put the siding on, and then finally I'll be able to start the roof. Alright guys, back out on this deck, and first thing I did today was clean up and move a bunch of stuff out of the way. And then, let's see, we're going to get this picture frame cut in. So I took a scrap and put it at the edge where it needed to be, and then put myself a little mark here. And I did the same thing at that end. So now with my wife's help, I can snap a chalk line and go ahead and cut these end pieces off. So my wife is busy with another task right now, so instead of getting her help, I put a screw in there, and then that screw will hold the end of your chalk line. You can stretch it out and pop the line yourself. Now I've got a nice chalk line to follow. So you come over here and you get yourself a piece of scrap Trex, and then you can set your blade to the right depth. Hopefully this is coming up on camera. Sorry for the lighting. But anyway, you set your blade to the right depth using a scrap piece. Then you can go ahead and cut those end ones off of there without damaging your butyl. Quick update. So I've got a piece of inside corner that we added up there now. That'll still need a little piece of some kind of trim on the end to clean that up a little bit. But we've got both soffits in. This fascia board is completely on. That fascia board still needs some screws on the bottom part of it. Got this corner cap back on here. So next I'll be putting the rest of the screws in that fascia over there, and then we can put the other corner cap on. Then I've got to get some more house wrap to finish wrapping this bottom, and you can see I did slide that underneath there, so everything is shingle effect. So once I get that done, then I can do my new header and then figure out where the roof is going to be on there, so I can put my flashing, and then my siding, and then I could start building the roof. And as per usual, everything today has been fighting. So it is what it is. It's going good now. Hopefully it continues going that way. And still battling these stinking mahogany wasps and hornets too. Thankfully, haven't gotten stung again, but I'm still on the hunt to kill more of them. All right, 5:30 p.m. update on the deck. So I zipped out the Trex there, and then this post has just a 3/4 inch tab that goes down, better than nothing. I zipped out the Trex here, and this post has 1.5 inch tab on one side and a 1/2 inch tab on the other side. It straddles that joist in the middle. And then this end post I had to take back out because as it dried, it bent, looked like a bow and arrow, so that wasn't any good. Snapped my chalk line, zipped out these boards, so I'm ready for an end cap over here, which I'm gonna have to buy another piece of Trex. I forgot all about that. So I need an 8-foot piece of Trex for that. I showed you the header mocked into place, I think, but that's gonna have to come back down because I got to go get a little bit more house wrap so I can cover that last portion of OSB. But the soffits and fascia are all in. I need something to plug the end of that deal up there, and don't know exactly what that is yet, but I'm gonna go to the store. I'm gonna get a new 4x4 for that corner because it's getting dark enough now to where I can use my laser and check my level on my header, which according to my 4-foot level is pretty close, but I'll check that. And then from the bottom of that 2x4, I'm going to measure down 6 inches, and that's where I want to cut the tops of these posts off at. I'll use the laser. That'll be the easiest way to make everything level, and then I can cut my pole sleeves to the same length, and I can put those sleeves on, and my base cap, the little trim ring like that, the base, put those on, and then I can go ahead and put my header across here, which is going to be a doubled up 2x4, which will be plenty strong enough because this roof is not going to be a roof to be walked on. It is merely just a shed roof cover basically. So I'm not going to have any plywood up there. It's just going to be rafters, purlins, and metal. So no walking on that roof, so 2x4 structure is perfectly fine. So that's what I got going on. All right, thanks for the video. Thanks for the help, guys, because it let me know that I need that piece of Trex for down there. All right, I'm off to the store. The 3 poles are in. I've got one more bracket to put on there. You can see my bracket is on here, and we've got the sleeve and the trim ring on that one. I still got to do that picture frame board on the end, but she's looking good. All right, we losing daylight rapidly, but I've got all 3 posts up and sleeved, ready for the roof. So after I get done working tomorrow, I'll be able to throw up that last piece of Tyvek and get this roof started. Got to get this header thrown up here, and then once that header's up, I can put this rail in here, and then I can mock those 3 rails into place. But I think I'm about done. We'll see what happens. I'll be back tomorrow. Hit that thumbs up if you forgot.